What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Oh, what a day! What a day! What a day! There we go. There we go. What's happening, you guys? What's happening? Happy Friday. This is the Business Source. I'm Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach. And today's topic is what you need to know about the PPP and the new EIDL loans. Okay. First, we got to have a tribute to the man, DMX. Y'all about to make me lose my mind up in here. So, yeah, I don't rap and I don't sing, but DMX is one of my favorites. Anyway, so it's a tragedy that he's not with us anymore, but we must continue on. Okay. So let's get some updates on the PPP, and then I'll tell you about the new updates for the EIDL, which is very, very exciting for those who will qualify. Okay. All the issues that I was having with my lender have been resolved and are open back up. People are getting funding. So if you are one of those that applied with business funding now, just be patient, because we've gotten everybody that we had submitted and that was on hold. They are now in the process of being verified and getting funding. I've already had a couple people get funding in the last 24 hours. So, yeah, that's good news. And just so you know, what has happened is the scammers, the crooks, the fraudulent individuals have been kind of migrating from bank to bank, right? And so every time that happened, the bank shut down to put in some mitigation things to, stop the fraud. And now I'm seeing even the mainstream banks who had originally stopped early on are opening back up as well. The good news is this current PPP season goes until May 31st. So you have time to get your documents in and still apply and get these monies. I'm hearing through the grapevine that there is going to be more rounds of PPP EIDL. Okay. The second round of EIDL is awesome. Now, let me just clarify between the two. PPP is Payroll Protection Plan. Okay. Program, actually. And that is more designed for entrepreneurs, sole proprietors, those of us who are one man, one woman show that are doing business and have our ducks in a row. The maximum amount they're getting is $20,833. Now, those of you that have employees on W-2 payroll can get more than that, but you have to have the documents to support your payroll, which is the 940 or 941. They're both are your payroll documents for the IRS. One is for the quarterly payroll, and the other one is the annual payroll. But that's what you need if you have employees other than yourself. Okay. So by all means, apply. Go to businessfundingnow.com. Submit your application. There's a PPP loan application right there. And you can get these funds still up until May 31st. Most likely the money will probably run out before that, but that's just this go round. Okay, I'm just hearing through the grapevine that there'll be more monies coming. Okay, so that's good news, right? Everything has been. Now, let me just give you a couple more tips. You have to have your 2019 taxes, tax documents ready to be submitted to the IRS. 2019 tax documents ready to be submitted to the IRS, and other supporting documents like your articles, your driver's license, your banking information. Okay, they are the final stage in the funding for those is once we have everything submitted, you'll get an email from the lender to sync up and verify your bank account because they want to see the last couple of months' transactions or your bank statements electronically. And then this is the last step before you get funding. So it's very critical that you're checking your emails, your spam boxes, your junk folders to see if you have those emails from those banks because they do have a time limit. They will time out. Depends on which one it is, which notification. Usually the standard notification is 24 hours. The bank verification is 72 hours. So once that, if you miss that, then you'll have to wait a little bit longer until they resend you another one. Okay. If you're getting emails to ask you to do things you're already done, don't worry about it. Okay. It's just part of the process. All right. So that's the good news for a PPP. We're back in effect. And I do apologize for anybody out there that did not, that has been waiting a long period of time. But that's just where it is because of all of this fraud. Another thing is you you can't use these online banks like Chime. Okay, the reason why is because the fraudulent people have been using those banks. So they said cut it off, and they're not going to even deposit to those. So you would have to get another bank. I've had a client that had that. It's legit. But what we're doing is updating her. She's submitting a different bank account of hers with a standard bank or credit union, and then she's going to provide me a letter of explanation for why, because we're still using the Chime bank statements from February 2020, right? That's part of the supporting documents. So let me just run this down. You have to have your 2019 taxes ready for submission to the IRS. The SBA and the IRS are cross-checking these documents. The documents that you file with us have to be the same way you file with the IRS. Now, they don't have to be filed yet, but when you do file them, they have to be consistent with what we provide them. Okay. Second, you cannot use any of these online banks like Chime. I forget the name of the other one that they have, but any of these green dot or, payday cards that you have in your checks or your money's going to are not going to fly. You have to have a real bank, that is recognized because the crooks, the fraudulent people were using those banks and they're flooding applications in and they're seeing what sticks to the wall, see if something slips through the cracks. But they've caught on. So we're not doing that anymore. And you have to have February 2020 bank statement. You have to have your articles, or you're just a business. You don't even have to have. You can be a sole proprietor. You don't have to have an articles corporation, but you have to have something that usually your bank account, DBA, fictitious name filing, something like that. They just want to verify that you're a real legitimate business and that you had a 25% reduction in income from 2019 to 2020. So it's very important that you have your things in order. And we're not going to even submit it to the bank unless we have a full package. We need a full package. Okay. So if you're getting emails from my staff requesting more documents because we don't have them, then your application will not be submitted. I'm not jeopardizing my business and my livelihood to push something through that is not going to get approved. So we're not even going to do that. Okay. So let me talk about the new EIDL. The new EIDL is still targeting those of us who are in um, economically distraught uh, uh, in communities, small towns, urban areas. Um, and now they're willing to go up. Even if you get the first one, you can apply for the second one. They're going up to 150, 200, up to $500,000 in this loan. Let me also backtrack. The PPP can be forgiven. It will be forgiven, but you do have to file the paperwork. The bank that you got your funding from will provide you with the paperwork. You have 8 to 24 weeks to submit your paperwork. 60% of the income of the loan has to be used for payroll. The other 20% for utilities, and the other 20% for other business expenses. So that makes it 100% forgivable. The EIDL is not. Now, last time there was portions of it that was forgivable, but the majority of the rest of it has to be repaid at like 1% interest over 30 years. So, yeah, it's good. But the fact that they're giving out so much of this money, I'm talking about individuals can get, uh, like I said, 100 up to $500,000 with this new EIDL. I should be taking applications for that next week. Okay, there's still going to be similar documentation verification that we'll have to submit, and we'll provide that information at that time. But this is not you. This is a loan from the SBA. This SBA is guaranteeing, so there is a credit check. The credit criteria is higher than it was the last time. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's going to be a 620 or higher. And then, of course, you have to have your docs in order, P&Ls, balance sheets, tax returns, all those things like that as well. And I think that those of you have to be incorporated to apply for that as well. LLC, S corp, something like partnership, whatever type of legal filings that you have. So it's not for people like the barber or the soul, the one man show that doesn't have a formal business structure, but it's an entrepreneur. That's what the PPP was for, and that's what you still can apply for. The EIDL is more designed for more structured businesses that are doing some income. I would this is just my personal opinion. I don't have that from the SBA yet, but it'll probably be somewhere $100,000 annual income for your business or something like that. But like I said, as soon as I get the information, I will disperse it to you guys. And listen, I want as many people to ever get this money if they can, and use it to put it into their business, grow their business, and take it to the next level. So, those are the updates as I have them today. So I'm going to cut this short. It's Friday. It's beautiful out. I'm going to go get me a seafood dinner. And, I'm going to catch you guys on Monday from Business Funding Now channel, Monday Fun Day, and with some more details about the PPP and the EIDL as I get them. So good news, just to recap. The banks are back open processing PPP loans. If you're applied through my company, Business Funding Now, and we don't have all your docs, your application has not been submitted, you would have got an email from my staff on the documentation that we need. So please submit that and get it to us so we can get your application in and get your funding. You will also have to do an additional step of bank verification right before funding so they can review the last couple of months of your business bank statements or electronically. Okay. Well, if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. You can go to davidsthorpe.com, businessfundingnow.com, click on contact us and schedule an appointment, and I'll be happy to answer your questions and tell you what documentation you need so you can still take advantage of get this this PPP money and this EIDL money. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach. Peace.